Good afternoon. My name is Gail Formby. I'm originally from Atlanta, but now we pastor a church in Durango, Colorado. I'm going to give you a little bit of a testimony. 2008, I was diagnosed with cancer. It was a female type of cancer, out of the body. There was a growth that was there, that one day it was the size of a pea, and then within a couple of days it was as big as my thumbnail. I've normally been a healthy person. I didn't know what it was, but I went to the doctor to see what it was, and when I went to see my doctor, he didn't know what it was, but he said it needs to be taken off. So we had it taken off. It came back showing that it was cancer, and he said the next step is to see an oncologist. And I said, okay, where do I see one? He said, well, normally you would have to go to Denver, which is 7 hours for me. But he said, we just happen to have someone that just moved in this weekend, a doctor here that is who you need to see. I went to see that doctor. Me and my husband went together. And while we were there, he talked with us for about an hour and a half, telling me what kind of cancer it was, how invasive it was. He put his hands together and said, normally we would take out this much of a woman's female organs. He said, but first I want to take out a lymph node to see where it has spread, because invasive means that it will spread quickly. I had that surgery, and while I was waiting for reports back from that, I went to a ladies' retreat. All the way to the ladies' retreat that day, as I drove myself to a ladies' retreat for 5.5 hours to get there, I played worship music. I had written down scripture on 3x5 cards. I know scripture, but sometimes you can't think of them or call it to your mind. So I read those scriptures. By his stripes I am healed. I would repeat them over and over as I'm driving down the road. And I told God, Lord, I'm believing in you. Whatever this is, you're going to take care of it. My husband, on the other hand, was at home. We were fixing to move into a new house. He was telling the Lord, Lord, I don't want to move in this house if I don't have Gail with me. We've been married 58 years. And so when I came back from ladies' retreat and I went and got the results from the lymph nodes, there was no sign of cancer. The cancer was gone. Instead of taking out one lymph node, he had taken out two, one on each side. But it ended up that I didn't have any sign of cancer. I would have had to take radiation, chemo. I never had to do any of that. My God is a healer. And whatever's wrong with you, whatever you have that's wrong with you, any sickness or anything, he says ask and believe and it will be done. So that's what you need to do today. If there's something troubling you, whether it's finance, whether it's physical, mental. I went through a trauma this year when I was in a car wreck. Sometimes it plays with your mind, but all we have to do is ask and believe, and it's in God's hands and he'll take care of it. Thank you.